Hi guys, this is Shwarku7. I'm in my recreation room gym. And I've been going through the process of opening up boxes because I bought a lot of exercise equipment ever since. And this is just some of the exercise equipment that I purchased because of Trump's announced tariff plans. I'm still waiting to receive exercise machines I purchased from Temu. But the days of buying bargain exercise equipment is coming to an end. And already you got exercise equipment manufacturer that's charging ridiculous prices for the RM43 6RD flat foot rack, Ryan Davis signature design, matte black, made in the United States of America, which is being offered for sale for $9,995. And it looks like a nice rack, but $9,995? I mean, that's just ridiculous. But today I want to do an unboxing video on a chest press machine that I bought. And this is my 5th chest press machine because I own 1, a Soloflex, 2, Titan Fitness chest press machine, 3, Marcy PM4400, and 4, a Do Now home leverage gym. So this will be my 5th machine that I can do chest presses on. And a Smith machine with an upper and lower cable attachment. And I bought this chest press machine from Temu. This is what the box looks like. And the gross weight of this box is 38 kilograms. And this is what the box looks like when you open it. And the instruction manual says it's Ormaze, which is good because Ormaze is a good quality exercise equipment manufacturer. I own other Ormaze exercise machines and I like the quality. This is what the parts look like when you take it out of the box. The hardware comes in a blister pack, and they put the blister pack inside of a plastic bag, which is a good idea because the blister pack broke open, and as you can see, the washers came out. So had not been for the plastic bag around the blister pack, I would have had these washers all over the box. And they give you the tools to put it together, which is a good thing. And on the instructions, it states that assembly requires at least 2 people. This is the bench pad. The vinyl seems to be okay. The back indicates that this is a budget machine because this is the same kind of fabric that was on my lat machine and on other machines. But it's not stapled together, it's actually stitched. But this fabric back here definitely is some type of cheap material. But it's probably okay because it's underneath the bench pad. The actual bench pad itself seems to be decent quality. Step 1 is complete. And step 1 is connecting the main frame, the 2 base tube and rear connecting tube with 8 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Step 2 is complete. And step 2 is connecting the rear supporting frame and the connecting frame to the main frame with 4 bolts. It's just 2 bolts here and 2 bolts there. Step 3 is complete. And step 3 is attaching the right adjustment frame and the left adjustment frame, the weight storage pins, and the elliptic adapters. This is the left adjustment frame, and this is the right adjustment frame. And even though you might think that the two are the same, and it don't matter which one you put in, it does matter. Because the left adjustment frame must go on the left side, and the right adjustment frame must go on the right side, or else it won't be facing the right direction. So pay close attention to the instructions on that. It's very easy to do. It just slides right in, and then you connect it here and there. And the weight storage pins are easy to install too. But I want to warn you about the Olympic adapters. The Olympic adapter slides right on, and you just tighten it with an Allen wrench. But do not over tighten it. Step 4 is complete. Step 4 is just connecting the left lever arm and the right lever arm. And it bolts right in. Here and here. Very easy to do. Then you attach the Olympic adapters to both the left lever arm and the right lever arm. And remember, don't over tighten it. And then there's a rod that goes through that hole down here, and put the 2 leg foam rollers on there. And that's very easy to do too. So all in all, so far this has been very easy to put together. I had purchased a different chest press machine, but that order got canceled because they were out of inventory. And like I said, I already own many other chest press machines, so I just wanted something that I could do chest press to failure in my recreation room gym. Because using the repeated effort method, which is lifting non-maximal weight to failure, is the best way to induce the body to create more muscle, more mitochondria, more insulin receptors, and more capillary density. So the more muscle and the more mitochondria and the more insulin receptors and the more capillary density you have, the more blood sugar can enter into the cells and be converted to energy, which leaves less blood sugar to potentially harm your kidneys because your body will excrete excess blood sugar, and also less that will be converted to visceral fat. And that's my goal. My goal is to live longer. I'm not trying to get as strong as I possibly can, because I'm 68 years old. And my days of bench pressing heavy weight is over. I don't want to do it because when you lift as heavy as you possibly can, you experience the highest risk of injury. And I've been injured before, lifting too much. I was bench pressing 350 one time, and I did it on my 5th rep. On my 5th rep, I tore a pectoral muscle. So that's not a good thing, you know. It's the purpose of weightlifting is to become healthier and stronger, not to become injured or weaker. My second son tore a pec muscle and had to get surgery because he was bench pressing 405 too many times. So if you're into absolute strength, be forewarned that if you're trying to lift as much as you possibly can, that comes with the highest risk of injury. And one of the reasons for me owning chest press machines is so I can bench press safely. I still do bench presses with barbell Olympic weights on my Fitness Reality Power Rack and my Titan Fitness T3 half rack. But the reason I bought chest press machines is because I've been injured before using Olympic barbells. And even though I will still use Olympic barbells as a way to prevent muscular accommodation, I prefer using machines because machines are just far safer. Okay, I ran into a problem. I made a mistake. On step 2, when I put this piece on, it should connect here, which is why they tell you to leave the bolts loose. And I'm glad I did, because it'd be very simple to fix. Okay, I fixed it. That's how it's supposed to look. The instructions tell you to keep the bolts loose until final assembly. And I highly recommend you do that, because it's easy to make a mistake. And if you make a mistake, it's just a question of taking the bolts out. It's much simpler when you don't tighten it. So I'll tighten all of the bolts after I get it assembled. Step 5 is partially complete, because I want to show you that you have to connect the seat supporting tube to the main frame, and also the front supporting frame. And they just bolt right in. And then the last step is connecting the bench pad to the seat supporting frame. Okay, it's complete now. And when trying it out, I found out I made a mistake, because originally I had these handles downward. And when I tried to do a bench press on it, the only bench press I could do was a reverse grip bench press, which is something I'm glad to find out, because I plan on doing reverse grip bench presses. But in this case, I went ahead and flipped it so the handle's facing upward, so I can do normal bench presses. But I intend to do reverse grip bench presses, so I just have to take out the 2 bolts and flip it so I can do reverse grip bench presses. And that was a good thing to find out. I was very happy to find that out. So even though it was a mistake, it was a good mistake, and was easy to fix. Because this machine, if you make a mistake, it's easy to correct it. And just trying it out, I like this machine, because you can do all kinds of exercise on this machine, even though it'd be different from the way you normally do exercises. But that's what I want. I want to be able to do exercises different ways. And that helps prevent muscular accommodation. For instance, when I do rows, the row is different. It comes at a different angle because of the machine path. But I can do rows on it. And that I like. I can also use this for shrugs. I can do deadlifts on it. And this is adjustable, so I can drop it down much, much lower. I've just kept it at this position just for convenience. Of course, I can do bench presses. I can do them with one arm too. There's a pop pen you just pull out, and it drops down, so you can do incline bench presses with it. And it also has foot pads, so I can do decline sit-ups with this. And I can also do presses with this machine. And just playing around with this machine, I found out that I can do front raises with it. But it's a different type of front raise, and it's a different type of bench press, and a different type of military press because it has converging arms. So I can do it together or one at a time. But instead of the normal path of the bar, it's converging, which is good because it gives me a different type of stress. I have other chest press machines, and I also have now over 5,000 pounds of weight plates. So if I want to do barbell bench presses, I can, or dumbbell bench presses, or kettlebell bench presses. But if I want to use machines, I can do it on my Titan Fitness chest press machine, or my Marcy PM 4400, or my Soloflex, or my Do Now home leverage machine, and they all give me a different type of muscular tension too. But this machine is unique. But I like the alternating feature. All in all, I like this machine and I recommend it. It's different, but different is good. Because unless you change exercises or the way you do exercises, or the angle, or the load, or the intensity, or the strength training method, and even the exercise tool, you're going to run into the problem of muscular accommodation, which is when your muscular endurance, size, and strength gains stop because your body adapts or becomes accustomed to the exercise, or the load, or the intensity, or the velocity, or the strength training method, and even the strength training tool. I thought I'd show you how my recreation room gym is coming along. This is my treadmill, which I have in front of a big screen TV. So for less than the price of a Rogue Fitness Rhino belt squat machine, I bought an entire home gym, including this cable crossover machine, this stretching machine, this back traction machine, mini elliptical, compact leg press and hack squat machine, lat machine, belt squat machine, chest press machine, gravity edge gym, Life Pro hip thrust and glute bridge machine, standing hip abduction, extension and flexion machine, standing hip squat abduction machine, and that Dragonfly rowing and ab training machine. Along with Eisenlink adjustable dumbbells and kettlebell and barbell. Would you rather have one machine or many machines? I think it makes a lot more sense to have many machines. I mean, who needs an overbuilt power cage anyway? But most people aren't going to bench press more than 400 pounds. If you get a Fitness Reality power rack, it has a maximum weight capacity of 800 pounds, which is more than enough for the vast majority of home gym owners. Okay, that's all for this video. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when I upload new YouTube videos. And as always, thanks for watching.